Director, kasi sinabi mo kanina, we must empower our people. Tama naman yun. We have to enlighten our people because if our people are able to distinguish what is fake and what is true, sila lang, they can always repel. Maski na konting tulong lang eh. Halimbawa kanina, sabi ni Chair Dan, ang problema natin is the West Philippine Sea, sabi natin. Ano? But sinong agency ng government ang nag-empower sa ating mga kababayan para malaman nilang complications ng West Philippine Sea? Isipin po natin, sir, there is nothing as West Philippine Sea. Wala po yun. That is a creation by us. Sa totoo lang po, kahit nabasahin mo yung ating mapa or what, there is no West Philippine Sea. Ang West Philippine Sea, yun po yung area na kiniklaim natin, ito yung exclusive economic zone. The complications of the West Philippine Sea has not been explained to our people. Kaya po, nagiging vulnerable tayong lahat eh. Ang sinasabi nila, inoccupy daw ng China ang ating territory. Sir, sa totoo lang po, if CICC and other agencies would cooperate with one another to empower our people, to educate them all, wala pong madideceive kahit ano pang gawin ng China. Kasi alam po na, we are all claimants dito po sa panig ng South China Sea. Several of us, Philippines, China, Vietnam, hindi po natin alam ang Vietnam has the most features occupied in the South China Sea. They had 22, China is 14, tayo, 8, Malaysia, 14, Taiwan, 1. Pero po, kaya po nagsimula dito, yung mga tao natin, ang mga kababayan natin, kahit na pong i-feed mo sa kanya, akala niya yung totoo because we were unable to educate them. We have not enlightened them as to the complications of the South China Sea. What is the South China Sea? Di ba? So, doon po tayo magsimula. Ngayon, magdi-discuss tayo. We will repel this. Mahirapan din po eh. So nagiging biktima po lahat ang kababayan natin. Kahit na po dito sa ating kapulungan ngayon, hindi pa nila alam kung ano-ano po ba ino-occupy ng China. Hindi po territory ang issue in the South China Sea. Ang issue dito is our maritime rights. The maritime rights designated by our exclusive economic zone. These are not territories under public international law. So, kailangan po tayong mag-educate. Tama po kayo sa premise nyo kanina, but until and unless you are able to educate our people on the complex issues surrounding the South China Sea, pare-pareho tayo pong mabibiktima. So yun muna, Mr. Chair.
Maraming salamat, Congressman. I agree with you. But with all due respect, the policy of the government about the West Philippine Sea must be followed by all of us. Because people governing this country is elected by the people. And having a policy like what was delivered by the Coast Guard of this country, we have to adhere with that. So sige, proceed na po tayo CICC para pumunta po tayo dun sa tinatawag po nating deepfakes on how to analyze and to find out kung ito po ay peke o hindi.
With the permission of the chair. Good afternoon po. I am Marco, an agent of CICC, and I'll be presenting one of the tools that will basically detect deepfakes. So this tool, if you run it on your computer, anything that will be seen or you've watched on the computer, say for example, a YouTube video, Facebook video, a video from X, this tool will be able to detect it. So I will be quickly doing a demo of this tool. So one of our examples here is a deepfake video on President Zelensky. So this is publicly available on YouTube. So this tool, this app of ours is an app where you can install it on your computer. it acts somehow like an antivirus. And when you activate it, it will practically run like a background process. So if I run it now, as you can see here in the lower right, if I run it now and play the video, so it will take some time to analyze the video. And you can see on the lower right that you have a notification there.
Please zoom. Zoom niyo yan.
Yeah, on the lower right, please.
Yung color red sa baba kasi yun ang nagde-determine kung fake or not.
Ito.
Yung nasa lower right, is that an application that you have to put on your computer or on
Yes.
your cell phone?
For now, it's you have to download it in your computer, Mr. Chair.
Anong app yung ida-download mo?
It's a tool called Deepfake Agent. It is.
Sige, sir.
Mr. Chair, this is the tool that we have recently acquired, licensed software, which we intend to disseminate to the different watchdogs, to the civil society members who have a large following, so that madali report
How about the members of this committee? Kasi kami rin, wala na naman kaming capacity to find out kung, well, lumabas nga yung pulburon eh. Minsan, nakukonfuse ka. What more
That's
yung
right.
others? So, mabibigyan din po kami ng ganyang,
Well, Mr. Chair, the more the merrier, no?
Okay.
Because we will have a community-based fact checker. Hindi na siya controlled. These are independent fact checkers na who will only report to us.
How will you do that?
By registration. We have a policy right now that's being developed together with the other members of the Council of CICC as a guideline for reporting. You see, we have very limited manpower and very limited. If you have limited manpower, you cannot patrol the whole cyberspace.
Sige po. So, pwede ba natin muna ituloy yan para makita natin kung paano, how it works? Sige, CICC? Anong pangalan mo,
Marco, Mr.
Sige,
Chair.
Marco, please.
Okay, so nag-run through na yung process. So basically, the tool will take snapshots of the deepfake video. So as you can see, if I maximize it here, ayan yung samples, and it practically traces the face where it detects the anomaly. So it's practically automated na. So anything you view sa screen mo, and at the same time this tool is being run, magno-notify agad siya pag merong deepfake.
So, kapag nasa iyo na yung tool na yan, halimbawa sa laptop or sa cellphone, bago ka manood ng isang content or isang video, i-pwede mo muna yung, yung tool na yon.
Correct, Mr. Chair.
And then, lalabas yung color red that kanina nakita namin.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Alright. Sige. So, baka may question yung ibang kasi medyo maganda tong isyong to na makapacitate po natin yung ating mga mamayan how to distinguish. Para hindi na po nagdedepensa ang gobyerno o sino man na, oy, ano yan? Deep fake yan, di ba? Sige. Meron ka pang sample?
May isa pa tayong example, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead.
Ito naman si Tom Cruise, no?
Bruce. Ayan, Tom Cruise, go ahead.
So, ang gagawin ko ulit is to activate the tool and then run through the video. So it will take some time for it to detect. Ayan, so makita natin may notification na naman on the lower right that the deepfake video detected. So ito naman, next seen is si Mark Zuckerberg naman nagkaroon ng deepfake video. So definitely our tool will be able to detect this. So the tool will run for 30 seconds lang, and then after that, i-show na niya yung results nung mga nakita niya.
Pwede ba i-download yung, ano yan, yung tool na yan? Or mag-originate yan sa inyo, sa DICT?
Mr. Chair, we purchased the license.
So you cannot just download it on your, because you have to pay kung may sa apps.
Right now, it's not a freeware, no? So maybe we can make certain representations the developer to make it more affordable, especially for Filipinos. But right now, since we have the immediate concern of addressing deepfakes and empowering the public, kami nauna na kaming nag-purchase and several at least 500 licenses.
And you're giving it for free.
We're giving out for free. Para, of course, law enforcement partners will have a copy. Civil society and leading civil society groups will be provided PPCRV, sila NAMFREL. Ito yung mga organized groups na. Kasi sa kanila nagtatanong, sa kanila tumatakbo yung kanilang members.
At yung mga gumagawa ng ganitong deepfakes, afterwards, nagpapile kayo ng kaso.
If there will be, that's a big problem right now, no? Parang nahihiya mag-file ng complaint yung affected persons. So we really encourage those who are who are affected by deepfakes and the mga fake news, they have to report because that's part of our jurisprudence na kailangan mag-file ka ng complaint so that government can act on it.
Pag something personal, you need a complainant, but something like entails national security, motu proprio, our government
Yes, we can do
should
that.
fill in. Secretary.
Mr. Chair, perhaps that's also one of the legislation that can be done. That in these cases, you do not need a personal complainant. That that the law authorizes a motu proprio filing of cases. If you would notice, Mr. Chair, in many instances, these cyber criminals really exploit this gap in the law that you require a complainant. So in the past, when a criminal robs a bank of 10 million pesos, you definitely have a complainant, the bank, kasi ninakawan siya ng 10 million. But a cyber criminal will steal 1 peso from 10 million people, there will be no complainant because ang ninakawan, piso lang. And the complainant will not go to the extent of filing a case and going through all of that for 1 peso. So they get away scot-free because the law requires a complainant to file the case. So in this case, I think the law should allow the law enforcement agency or the prosecution the motu proprio power to represent the people, since it's always the people versus the represent the people without a private complainant to file against these cyber criminals.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yes.
At least nakikita natin yung mga lapses natin, loopholes natin. So, it's a good thing that we have a committee hearing like this, no? Para ma-resolve po natin yung mga